In this lab, you will determine the molar mass of an organic solute by using freezing point depression data for a solvent. Given the actual value for the compound's molar mass, the percent error will be determined. Read the procedure, obtain all materials, and select a clean work area. Heat 300 milliliters of tap water to approximately 80 degrees Celsius. This can be performed on a stove, in a pot or saucepan, or in a microwave. Activity 1. Freezing point of pure lauric acid. Label a weighing boat lauric acid. Place the boat on the scale and tare it to 0 grams. Using a plastic spoon, transfer approximately 3 grams of lauric acid into the weigh boat. Use this spoon only for the lauric acid. Record the exact weight in data table 2. Transfer the lauric acid from the weigh boat into the test tube. Place the test tube with the lauric acid in the test tube rack. Now check the hot water to ensure it is approximately 80 degrees Celsius. Insert the thermometer into the lauric acid test tube and place the test tube in the hot water bath. Carefully tilt the test tube so that any lauric acid powder on the walls of the test tube will be melted by the hot water. Do not let any water from the bath splash into the tube. Keeping the test tube submerged with one hand, gently stir the solid lauric acid with the thermometer to speed its melting. Once the solid lauric acid has melted completely, remove the test tube from the warm water and continue to stir gently to keep the temperature uniform as it cools. When the temperature reaches 65 degrees Celsius, start recording the temperature in the data table every 30 seconds using a timer. Continue stirring and recording the temperature every 30 seconds until the temperature reading remains constant for 4 consecutive measurements or 2 minutes. This is lauric acid's freezing point. Take a picture of the crystallizing lauric acid. Place the test tube back in the test tube rack. Remove the thermometer from the test tube and wipe it down well with a wet paper towel to remove any lauric acid crystals. Activity 2. Freezing point of lauric acid benzoic acid mixture. Using the weigh boat labeled lauric acid, weigh 3 grams and place it in the test tube. Label a second weigh boat benzoic acid and weigh out 0.4 grams. Record the exact masses in the data table. Add the 0.4 grams of benzoic acid to the 3 grams of the lauric acid in the test tube. Reheat the water to approximately 80 degrees Celsius. Then repeat steps 5 through 17 outlined in Activity 1 and record the temperature every 30 seconds until the temperature remains constant for 4 consecutive readings. This will be the freezing point for lauric acid plus benzoic acid. Repeat steps 1 through 5 using 3 grams of lauric acid and this time 0.5 grams of benzoic acid. Once this second trial is complete, dispose of the weigh boats, spoons, and test tubes with their contents in the trash. Do not pour the warm lauric acid and benzoic acid down the drain of the sink. It will solidify and clog in the pipe. Rinse and dry the 250 milliliter beaker and thermometer. Return the thermometer to its holder. Clean and sanitize your workspace.